Hello everyone, greetings from Munich, Germany. My name is Svetlana Mucha. I am the founder, the leading matchmaker and the dating coach at Diolli.com. And in this video I want to talk to you about knights in shining armors and damsels in distress. Well, I believe this topic is really up to date now because, well, let's name the elephant in the room. We can't avoid that elephant. There is war in Ukraine and so many ladies from Ukraine have relocated to the United States, to Canada, to Europe. And right now people discuss whether they will come back after the war, whether they will stay here. And we receive so many emails, comments below our videos from men who write something like, hey, I'm ready to rescue a beautiful 20-25 years old, never married, without kids, blonde Ukrainian lady, a Sagittarius, someone with blue or better green eyes. When we want to help someone, for example, a stranger, we see an older lady with a huge suitcase, or you see a mother with a stroller and several kids, and you want to help her carry that stroller, or you are telling directions to a person, you see that he is a tourist and this person is obviously lost, or you want to help a friend out, that's totally normal. And of course we want to do it out of our kindness because, well, we are human beings, and it is wonderful that we love other people. And right now Europe is really helping Ukraine so much. We receive so much support from many people in Europe, so much kindness, because support is not always about helping financially or giving something. Sometimes a conversation and some really kind words can help a lot. But here we are talking about desire to help. We are talking about charity as well. We are not talking about dating, and you shouldn't mix dating into it. If you want to help a Ukrainian family, do it if you have such a possibility. If you want to help army, do it. But not because you want something in return. Well, if you want a better karma, probably yes. If you want to have a better conscience and you want to feel better, well, that's not a crime. But if you want to rescue a lady because there is war at her country and now you feel that you have a chance to date someone 15-20 years younger and someone who is way out of your league in the mean of looks, well, forget about it. I will share a story with you, actually not about a Ukrainian lady, about a lady from Kazakhstan. Several years ago, a gentleman told me a story about his ex-wife. So he's an American and he has met this lady from Kazakhstan in the United States, and she was 22 years younger than he was. And her visa has expired, and she has shared a sad story with him that she didn't want to return back to Kazakhstan and she couldn't stay, and he has decided to help her out, like, you know, a win-win situation, to marry him, and he would win a beautiful, much younger, like 22 years younger woman, a much younger body, very attractive Kazakh woman, and she will get a green card. They got married, and it was real marriage. They had a daughter, and 5 years into this marriage, after she got her passport, she got a degree, she has filed for a divorce. And the gentleman was devastated, like she wanted to divorce him, and she honestly told him that she was really grateful for these 5 years, for the fact that he has supported her financially and they have a kid together, but she wants to build her own life now. And she has relocated to New York, took his daughter, their daughter, with her, and in New York she has met a guy her age, remarried, and lives her happily ever after there. And this gentleman, of course, he was still not over his ex-wife, and he was talking about her sometimes when enlarging, and sometimes he was telling that, oh, she's so ungrateful, she this and that. Well, that was a win-win situation for both of them at the very beginning. He wanted a much younger wife, he wanted someone very, very attractive, really out of his league if we are talking about looks, and about age. He couldn't date a local lady or a lady in a different life situation like that. So he actually took advantage of that situation. And the lady, she also has found a way out of her complicated situation. So at that stage, it was a win-win for both of them. And later on, she didn't need him anymore. She got her degree, she got a job, and she had a passport. So she said thank you and goodbye. And could you actually blame her? Can you actually blame her for that? No. And this man, he said that he wanted to date a Ukrainian lady, and he wanted her to be also like 15, 20 years younger, so life was not teaching him anything. And he said that he couldn't imagine even touching a woman his age or like 5, 7 or 10 years younger. So 20 years, that's the normal age difference that he, in his opinion, was used to. When you start dating someone new, it is really important that both of you are in the right place mentally, and you feel happy about your life. Because when you date a happy person, you can give so much energy, you can actually give care, give love and support to your partner. But when you are unhappy, when you are miserable, when you are distracted by different complicated things, what can you offer to your partner? It's not your job to save desperate people. If someone is desperate and this person will choose you out of desperation, that's not a good start. You have to understand, if you start a relationship out of desperation, if one of the parties is winning more out of this acquaintance, out of this arrangement, well, it won't last. Sooner or later, this person will leave. And do you want to gamble? Do you want to invest your time, your heart, your energy into such a relationship? Any sort of relationship should be a win-win situation for both parties. And once one of the parties stop winning or start losing, well, this will be the moment when it will come to its logical end. Just a few days ago, I got this email from a gentleman from Australia who said that he had no doubts that now we had like a full catalog of women in their 20s who would be willing to relocate to Australia, and he would be able to offer them a really good life. And this gentleman was 61. And when I have told him that that's not true, and what he is willing to have, it's actually ridiculous, and it won't be beneficial for him, even if he finds a woman who is that desperate to relocate, let's say, to Australia just to, I don't know, have food on her table and have clothes on her back. Well, she would choose this food and clothes and not this guy. So that's pathetic. In this case, I would say that this man is actually desperate with his desire to get a much younger woman, and he knows that he has nothing to offer to a woman he wants to date, and he's looking for someone who would still agree to date him. So playing a knight in shining armors when, for example, she is cold and you offer her your jacket, or for example, you offer her your hand, or you offer her some help. For example, she doesn't know how to fix that door in her bathroom and you fix it. Or for example, you help her install something on her computer. You can absolutely do it, and well, women like it, and it will help you earn extra points in her eyes. But if your strategy is to choose someone who is very hot and in a very bad situation, and you believe that it will work long term, well, you're mistaken. I hope it was helpful, and I hope you will choose to invest your love only in those people who can choose you back for all the right reasons. I wish you lots of love. Svetlana Muchar, especially for Diolli.com from Munich, Germany.